So I'm just here with your RZR once again, and I just wanted to talk to you just for a moment about your cooling system. I filled up the radiator and the overflow bottle with coolant and ran the bike yesterday evening. Normally the fan, I do believe, will turn on at around 205 degrees. I'd have to look at the manual again to be sure, but I'm about 99% sure that's the number. Anyway, your bike went up to 215, 218, and the fan still had not come on. So I shut it off. It will automatically shut itself off or go into a misfire mode when the temperature reaches a certain point. But so a couple things I learned there is I believe that the temperature sensor is okay, because it's showing the temperature on the dash display. So my question was, we go back to why the radiator was so half full of fluid and the overflow bottle was empty. So it makes me wonder if the fan was working. So I have just a little testing harness. So basically I just disconnect the fan plug. So we'll just get you in here. So you can see over there is the harness side of the plug. And right here in front of the camera is the part of the harness that comes from the radiator fan, which is right in there in the picture. Anyway, I hooked that little harness up. Just something I had where I had an old harness, and I got the plug from it. And it's just easy to test these fans just to see if they're working or not working. It helps me eliminate a bunch of things rather short order. So if we hook the positive and a negative up to your battery, your fan runs. So that's not the issue. So once again, back in here, if you see above the plug, there's electrical tape. And I'm going to have a hard time keeping the camera focused on it, but I'll do the best I can. So there's electrical tape, and you'll see, I'm going to move the harness around so you can see it, because it's sort of obscured. There's two wires hanging there that have been cut by someone, and what I'm going to guess is that that went to a switch. And if you go up here to the dash, that little hole, I will almost bet you had a switch in it at one point. And somebody, instead of trying to fix the whatever the issue was with the cooling system wiring, they just put a bypass switch in, and so they could turn it on manually when the bike gets so hot. That will work to a point. It's not easy on your engine, because if you forget to turn it on, it's not good. Some people just leave them running all the time. That's not necessarily the best way to have it either. Anyway, my guess would be that somewhere in the harness that there is a problem with the wiring for the power supply to the radiator fan, either between the fan and the ECU, or somewhere in there there's a broken wire or a short, and instead of trying to fix it, they just bypassed it. So if that's something you want me to try and find, I can do that, or I can put a switch in and you can run it the same way the last fellow was running it. It's completely up to you. I don't recommend doing it that way, but you can do it that way if you want to, just to have that eliminated for now. Anyway, one other item. Go over here to this side. This is something I never noticed because I never went and tried to adjust the steering when I was in the bike. But this here little piston, this is broken. So the way this piston works, this is actually, you move the little lever and you can set the different heights for your tilt steering. So this piston's broken. It doesn't hold pressure anymore. And what somebody did was they drilled a hole and tapped a bolt into it and made it fixed. I can leave it like that if you want. It's up to you. I do have to take this apart to be able to do the U-joints in that steering column shaft. So if at that point, if you want me to try to, I can get you a price for that piston, and we can see if we can fix this up the way it's supposed to be as well. That's once again, that's up to you. I'm going to send you an estimate that includes everything but that and the wiring issue with the cooling system. And we can add those in however you would like to add them in after you see the first set of numbers. Anyway, hope you're having a good day, and I guess we'll be talking again on Monday, or you can text me anytime during the weekend. Thanks a lot.